Hey guys, it's Captain Forrest here, and today I'm guest appearing on Corin O'Keefe's channel, and I'm bringing you guys a spicy Marvel inverse matchup. I'm going to be going over in this video both these combatants to see who would win more often than not in an inverse situation. Phoenix Force Cyclops versus Phoenix Force Black Panther. Also, before I start, shoutouts to HQ Squad, shoutouts to the Crusaders, shouts to Corin O'Keefe, shouts to Benjamin, Carimbus. You guys know who you are. Much appreciated. These guys help me out with my own channel as well. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start off with Phoenix Force Cyclops and see what he summons to the table. So Phoenix Force Cyclops, in terms of AP, should range around high hyperversal plus to outerversal. He's casually embarrassed a serious Thor, and he was able to one-shot this same Thor with an optic blast. As mentioned in many other videos, Thor himself and the help of other Thors were able to hold back the collapse of countless universes / dimensions. A singular universe has infinite realities inside of it. This is stated by R2, the Watcher himself, who watched over all realities. What I've said about universes would also apply to the infinite, uncountable higher dimensions. Some people think that Marvel is only countable infinite when it's just a greater sets of infinity. Basically, infinity stacked on top of infinite and infinite amount of times. It's always expanding and increasing greater infinitely. It's also been shown in Doctor Strange Sorcerer Supreme issue 21. It was just one example of this. This comic talks about these things called Alephs, which is basically just one set of infinity and then on to the next set of infinity. Here's someone talking about Aleph numbers, but in short, the infinite higher dimensions are not finite. They are the opposite of that. We see the God of Thunder shiver the 9 realms during his battle with the World Serpent. This is actually way more impressive than it may appear to be at first glance. Asgard itself has been consistently depicted as being beyond space, time and dimensions. So right there and there you have some pretty good ranges. So high hyperversal plus to outerversal for Phoenix Force Cyclops. I don't really think speed's going to be an issue in character and also in inverse, since both combatants should be quite relative. They both have demonstrated some good speed feats, and especially against the characters they're able to upscale from or scale to. So I don't think speed's going to be an issue. Now, the Phoenix Force amps your already established powers, so this would include Cyclops' mutant powers also. Cyclops with the Phoenix Force has demonstrated to act more ruthless than normal, using a full powered optic blast on his opponents more in character and even on the likes of Captain America. There are perks that comes with becoming a host of the Phoenix Force. It allows you to blast Phoenix Force fire. Cyclops has demonstrated to imbue objects with this type of fire to attack his foes with it. It also grants the user other abilities such as telekinesis, telepathic powers like mind reading and mind attacks, like when Cyclops was able to kill Charles Xavier with a telepathic attack. He can also engulf people in Phoenix Force fire and burn them down, and it also grants the user protection in inhospitable places as well, so they can survive in the vacuum of space too, which is very impressive. So that's going to conclude Phoenix Force Cyclops. Let's talk about Phoenix Force Black Panther himself. So Phoenix Force Black Panther should upscale from Phoenix Force Hyperion, who was unable to handle the powers of the Phoenix, which was amping his already established abilities. The same Hyperion is able to tank the collapse of 2 multiverses, and as I've explained before, with the context behind these universes and how the universes are structured in Marvel, this feat would range from high hyper plus to outerversal. So those Phoenix Force characters during that event would upscale from this, as they were able to handle such a great level of power. So moving on, Black Panther's Phoenix Force amp suit, his vibranium suit, is able to absorb the durability negating claws of Wolverine. Now this is actually really impressive, considering Wolverine's claws have demonstrated consistently to slice through people like butter. It's been able to slice through Thor, Gladiator, and Hulk like butter, and the suit is able to casually absorb the impact from the claws unscathed. The Phoenix Force was also amping the vibranium in T'Challa's suit, as well as his laced teeth as well, which is pretty impressive. So we now know that T'Challa has vibranium grills, so even like Wolverine was surprised by this as well. And like other Phoenix Force users, Black Panther can blast out Phoenix Force fire from his hand into a concussive wave. He can also imbue his attacks with Phoenix fire, and that's going to pretty much round up most of what's been demonstrated with the Phoenix Force for T'Challa. I'm going to talk about just the general stuff for Black Panther, his suit, and other little gizmos and other abilities he has. So Black Panther's armor been also shown to absorb like the energies from a dark celestial, which is impressive. The Black Panther's suit also is able to absorb any type of energy or impact that the suit takes from attacks, and he can also release it back at his opponents. Black Panther also comes equipped with his vibranium claws. They can also slice through people who are made out of pure energy, and he also comes equipped with his vibranium daggers, which can phase through adamantium. And lastly, onto skill, Black Panther himself knows and is a master at all forms of martial arts. Black Panther himself has demonstrated this against Captain America. Cap himself is also a master at all forms of martial arts. Cap has embarrassed Cash, who has mastered every fighting style, and Cap's very own skills have improved every time. Cap trains himself to be better than he previously was, and during his fight with Black Panther as well, Black Panther complements Cap's skill. It's also stated by Panther that Cap adapts instinctively to every situation and every fighting style, and this same Black Panther is still able to contend with Captain America in skill, which is still impressive. And to add on to more onto this, Panther has demonstrated to smash up some Doom bots, which are stated to adapt to everything you do, and Cap has also broken out of scroll bonds, which adapt to anything the prisoner does. In the current Avengers run, it was also noted that Cap's skill has increased more, which just goes to show the insane levels of skill that Captain America and Black Panther have. Okay, so that's pretty much it for Black Panther. Let's break this fight down to see who would win more often than not. So in terms of AP, in terms of like striking strength and all that crazy stuff, both combatants are pretty relative. You could argue maybe Black Panther a little more, or Cyclops, but it's just considering like the power that the Phoenix Force grants. Both have demonstrated feats which would put them relative to each other in AP, so they should pretty much be in that ballpark of high hyper plus or Altiversal. Now when it comes down to other aspects of this fight, Cyclops does have his optic blast and could use his range to help him keep Black Panther out. However, Phoenix Force Black Panther is very smart, tactical, and strategic as Cyclops. In fact, Black Panther's instinctive and precognition would help him get around the optic blast, and his adaptation would also help him too. He could get used to the patterns, he could get used to how Cyclops is, his fighting style, and how he's going about the situation. And at worst, as a last resort, his Phoenix Force amped vibranium suit can absorb the optic blast. I doubt that the optic blast will overtax the suit, since the suit has demonstrated to absorb an attack from Merge Sentry, like stronger opponents. He's even been able to absorb strikes from Wolverine's claws, and even a photon blast from Captain Marvel, which is impressive. So the suit will just be fine, and in fact, Phoenix Force Black Panther can just release the energy back, or use his own Phoenix Force fire to counteract the optic blast. Plus, if Cyclops uses a full powered optic blast on T'Challa and he takes too long and is unable to like overload the suit, this could cause Cyclops to strain himself, leaving a big opening for Black Panther to get in close. Now, what about Cyclops' other abilities like mind attacks? So Black Panther's suit will protect him from such assaults. Not even Emma Frost, an Omega level mutant, can't even get into his mind. In fact, she received a nasty feedback from just trying to read his mind alone. So Panther does have a lot of countermeasures against Cyclops and his hexes. And what I see in this fight, that Black Panther getting in close, and when he gets in close, he's just pretty much going to dominate Phoenix Force Cyclops. He's going to finesse him in hand-to-hand combat. It's going to destroy him. Black Panther is vastly above Cyclops in terms of hand-to-hand combat and skill. And quite honestly, I just see Black Panther just pretty much striking him down with his vibranium claws, snapping his neck, doing whatever it takes just to put Phoenix Force Cyclops out of commission. So overall, I'd have to give victory to Phoenix Force Black Panther. His suit is way too durable. He has far too many counters and his senses, and just many other ways to get around Phoenix Force Cyclops' hacks and optic blast. And Black Panther has the sheer skill edge over Cyclops, and the vibranium claws will put in a lot of work on Cyclops. And if Cyclops uses his fiery telekinesis, the suit would just absorb it. Black Panther would just pretty much just be fine. And obviously the claws themselves have also shown to completely slice through Immortal Hulk's arm. So more often than not, I have to give this to Phoenix Force Black Panther, more often than not. So thank you guys for watching. It's been a pleasure guest appearing on the channel. But yeah, make sure you check out our content, make sure you subscribe and leave a like, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.